Go ahead and run over to Dollar Tree and grab a lot of pool noodles. First thing we're going to do is take a nice sharp razor knife, start in the middle, but don't cut straight down. You want to go to the side. Once you cut it out, go ahead and remove the wedge. Hold onto it. We can use that later. Next thing we want to do is turn it over exactly 180 degrees, cut another wedge on this side. Again, save this wedge. You'll need it for later. Take some saran wrap, bunch it around that edge very slowly. Start melting and surrounding the pool noodle with that saran wrap. Take that wedge on some of the other pool noodles that you've cut out, and it can make a pointier end. Again, take that saran wrap and wrap it around just like this. It doesn't need to be smooth. We want a texture look to it. Is in the middle of the pool noodle, cut a little slit. Take that wedge and you're gonna pop it right inside there. Grab some saran wrap and place it all over, and it's gonna make it look like it's got a little thorn in it. Everything we do, we're gonna cover all the pool noodles with saran wrap and use the heat gun to shrink wrap it around. Let's take it outside and give it a base coat. I went ahead and went with black. The next thing I did was take 1 1/4 inch PVC pipe, cut a 45-degree angle on it so I can drive it into the ground. And then I'm going to take 1 inch PVC pipe, goes right inside the 1 1/4. Next, I'm going to grab some zip ties, start grabbing those pool noodles that are all painted up, and we're going to start zip tying them all around the edge of the arch. Right in the beginning, I know it's going to be a little discouraging thinking, how can I cover all the pipe? Don't worry about that. Keep applying them anywhere and everywhere that it looks good to you. I had about 15 pool noodles that I made, and I just have branches and thorns all over them, all painted black. Once you got it all covered, take some black paint. Any PVC pipe that's showing, go ahead and paint it black. Grab some brown, and then last but not least, I grab some gray. Just randomly all over, gives it another little bit of texture to it. Let's go ahead and grab one of them skulls and give it a lobotomy right on the back end from Dollar Tree. We're going to take that zip tie, put it right through the back, and that's how we're going to hold it onto the arch that we did. Put it on there, zip tie it, add a little color to it also with the black, and look at that. This arch turned out amazing. Got this from Dollar Tree also, a little lizard skeleton. It looks amazing. This arch just turned out better than I hoped. All the little trick-or-treaters are going to walk through it on Halloween night.
To start this project, you're going to need some poster board in a variety of colors of your choice. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure out and mark 7.3 inches on each side. Once I get those marks done, I'm going to go ahead and match up my lines on either side. Next, I'm going to be cutting these lines out. Now we're going to line up the sections and attach them so that 3 strips become 1 long strip. And you can either choose to tape them as I'm going to do, or you could layer them over and hot glue them, or just use regular school glue. So it's really up to you. So it's all vertical, and now we're going to work on the top and the bottom ends of the poster board. So we're going to focus on the top and the bottom. They're going to be the same for me, and you can use a lot of different things. But for this first one, I'm just going to measure out some ribbon and go ahead and cut it. And I'm going to do 3 pieces of ribbon for the top and the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead. All right, I'll save these 3 for the bottom, and we're going to focus on the top. So I'm going to space them out just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to put a dab of glue on one side, stick that down, and then add another glue dab on the other side and stick that down. So there's a lot of ways to do this next step, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting some hot glue on the top here, like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick some paracord right here in the hot glue, and I'm gonna wait for it to cool. Next, I'm gonna add more hot glue, and I'm gonna continue the letters and let this cool. So here's a quick look at the words for this one, and we'll go ahead and make one more really quick, and then I'll show you what we're doing with these. Here's all 4 of them. and we're all ready to put them up on my door. So now it's time to put them on the door, and we're just gonna use some good old tape. And so I'm gonna reach up, I'm gonna put the tape on top. Make sure to go around your door handle, but I'll be taping it on the top and the bottom, and if I need some side, I'll put some side on it, and I'm gonna get all 4 of these up here. Here's my bookshelf door, and I'm thrilled with how they turned out. I hope this inspires you to decorate your door for Halloween too.
We are going to start off this craft by going to your local dollar store and grabbing 8 pool noodles. So these pool noodles have stickers on them, and you need to take these stickers off. Just peel them very slowly and try not to remove too much of the pool noodle. You need to make sure all of them are removed though too. And now we're going to go and inflate our ball. So it did take a little bit of time to go and inflate this, which I did just cut to going and capping it, which you need to do with any exercise ball or it's going to go and leak. The Gorilla Tape is really strong, so I didn't realize you're going to need scissors. I've actually never worked with Gorilla brand tape before, and this stuff is really sticky, like so sticky to the point that it's going to leave residue. Go and take a piece of the tape, put it into a circle, and stick the 2 balls together. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use a bunch of pieces of tape and just continue to tape these 2 together, and you're going to want to stack it as you go. It's actually easier if you pretty much loop it a small amount and then press it to both sides. Make sure to secure both sides as well after you have taped the entire center together. And yeah, it does take some time to go and do this. Also too, make sure it's fully and totally secure, move it around, bounce it a bit. I ended up just throwing this on the floor a couple times and it stuck together really well. Now we're going to go and measure on the pool noodles. Measure a foot up, use a Sharpie or some sort of permanent marker to mark, and go and do this for all of the pool noodles. Now use a knife to go and cut a triangle into the piece. You can also save the little pieces that are in the middle and save them for a different craft, or maybe fangs for your spider if you want them. But it should have a bend to this after you're done, which you're going to go and take some of the tape and then tape it down so it's secured and is bending. Do this with every one of the pool noodles that you went and cut. And after we are done with that, which, yeah, this does take a bit of time, put 2 pieces on the end of each and every one of them. Just make sure they don't stick together, so make sure they're not too long. They should be only hanging about 1.5 inches off of the side. Now what you're going to do is go and secure it onto the ball and measure how big you need these. You might need to move the legs around a little bit, which is fine. But after you've figured out where this pool noodle is going to touch the ground, cut it and maybe leave yourself a couple of inches at each of them, just so you can pretty much move these legs wherever you want to. Now that you have one of your legs measured out, you can go and cut them to pretty much the same size for the rest of them. So just measure them up, sister them up, and then now you have pretty much all of your legs cut. Now onto the next step, which is going and putting stripes onto the legs. Each of the legs I put 4 on, including the little piece that's in the middle, so it made 5 on each leg. So now we're going to go and secure it onto the exercise ball. Use little tiny pieces of tape and tape the top, bottom, and all of the sides and really make sure they're secure. And continue to go and do this. As you see, I ended up putting a couple pieces onto my leg of tape, but what happened is this left a bunch of residue on my leg, so maybe you might want to have something set off to the side, maybe like a little step ladder to go and put the pieces onto. So lesson learned. After you check that all of the legs are fully secure, what you're going to go and do is you're going to go and clean up some of the tape that's around there. So just put a piece across and make it look like there's an extra stripe for the leg. So I wanted to go and get this entire spider assembled before I went outside and spray painted anything on it. You can spray paint the balls beforehand or after. I just thought that it was going to be a lot easier, and I was pretty right. It was definitely a lot easier to spray paint it. So I'm spray painting this black and trying to get all of this extra text off of the ball here. Now after this has dried, which it really didn't take too long because it was the summertime when I went and did this, it was still really, really hot out. What you're going to do is you're going to go and paint on some eyes. You can actually use spray paint for this, and keep in mind this is a spider, so it should have 8 eyes. You can give the spider some pupils as well. I just thought it made the spider a little bit cuter, and they were like an off-gray color because I wanted to mix it, and I didn't want it to really look too dark for the eyes. The nice thing about this spider is that you can go and move this pretty much anywhere. And the thing too is these pool noodles, as long as they're secured properly, can actually support a small amount of your spider's weight. So you can bend them, you can position them, And there you go. This craft is a lot of fun to go and make, but it does take up a pretty good amount of space. So, if you can't make one of these ones, you can always make a small one. This is a little baby spider. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a happy Halloween and happy haunting.